The Labour government is facing mounting pressure as it fails to get the UK economy moving. The UK economy saw no growth in the third quarter as Chancellor Rachel Reeves' controversial October budget continues to come under fire. The Office for National Statistics, ONS, outlined that growth was revised down from an initial estimate of 0.1% to 0% from July to September ahead of the budget, but at a time when the Labour government was accused of persistently talking down UK plc. Liz McEwen, Director of Economic Statistics at the ONS, said, "The economy was weaker in the second and third quarters of this year than our initial estimates suggested, with bars and restaurants, legal firms and advertising, in particular, performing less well." The household saving ratio fell a little in the latest period, though remains relatively high by historic standards. Meanwhile, real household disposable income per head showed no growth. The ONS found there was no growth in the services sector in the latest quarter, while a 0.7% increase in construction was offset by a 0.4% fall in production. Early estimates show real GDP per head fell by 0.2% in the third quarter of 2024 and is 0.2% lower compared with the same quarter a year ago, according to the ONS. The ONS also revised down its growth reading for the second quarter of 2024 to 0.4%. In September, it estimated that GDP had increased by 0.5%, which was itself a reduction on previous estimates. The downbeat economic readings will serve as yet another blow to Rachel Reeves and the Labour government's hopes to grow the economy rapidly. A survey from the Confederation of British Industry has already found firms expect to reduce both output and hiring in 2025, in part over concerns about the impact of planned rises to employers' national insurance contributions. Ms. Reeves promised to turbocharge economic growth after Labour won the general election, but has now presided over an economy which has stalled over the party's first 3 months in power. Official figures published earlier this month pointed towards a 0.1% decline in October. The Chancellor said in a statement, "The challenge we face to fix our economy and properly fund our public finances after 15 years of neglect is huge. But this is only fueling our fire to deliver for working people. The budget and our plan for change will deliver sustainable long-term growth, putting more money in people's pockets through increased investment and relentless reform." The Bank of England last week raised concerns over persistent inflation and a stagnating economy. Fred Needlestreet warned on Thursday, December 19, that it expects zero GDP growth between October and December. Shadow Culture Secretary, Stuart Andrew, described the GDP figures published on Monday, December 23, as really disappointing and said the government needs to think again. Mr. Andrew told Sky News the figures are really disappointing and the UK is seeing these really worrying signs that sort of the warning signs are on really for the economy. He said, "They have to have a think about this again. The increases in national insurance has made a significant impact." Clearly people's confidence in the growth of the economy has gone, and so they really need to think about the disastrous decisions they made in the budget. When it was pointed out to him that the period covered is pre-budget, Mr. Andrew added, "The thing is they were talking down the economy before they even started on the budget, so it's no wonder confidence has fallen."